Hello, my name is Yüksel Barkin Baydar from Section 9, and I will be presenting my Physics 102 project, which is calculating and investigating the dielectric constants of different common materials such as air, paper, and styrofoam plates. The aim of the experiment is to calculate the dielectric constants based on the capacitance of these materials used as dielectric materials with the capacitor that I set, and compare the dielectric constants which are derived from the experiments to the theoretical expectations. So let's start with the materials. This is the capacitor setup with two circular plates of radius 8.5 centimeters, and as you can see, the plates can slide on the surface. This is the multimeter for measuring the capacitance of the capacitor, and the unit which it is measuring is nanofarads. These are the cables which I used for connecting the capacitor and the multimeter. And finally a ruler to measure the distance between the plates of the capacitor. Here is a demonstration of how I do the experiment. First, I put the papers between the plates, and then I measure their thickness and note the thickness, and after that I check the capacitance and note the capacitance on my notepad. Now I'm going to go over my tables and graphs quickly. As you can see, the C is the capacitance which I derived from the experiments, and C0 is the vacuum capacitor's capacitance for each distance of the plates, and I calculated the K, which is the electric constant, by dividing C to C0. So these are the tables for comparing K experimental to K theoretical. The standalone Ks are the experimental, the electric constants, and the others are theoretical. And the main reasons for these errors are building the setup manually, the imperfection of the equipment which are not fully professional, and maybe lack of cable connections, etc. And also, in addition to these reasons for paper, as you can see, the errors are increasing and the errors are so much. The main reasons for this is that we are putting together thin pieces of paper which there might be spaces between them, and also, as you can see in the previous videos, there are writings on these paper as I use notebook pages, and the carbon pencil marks on the papers may cause differences on the capacitive properties of the material. And here are the variation of K with respect to D graphs of each material. To conclude, it can be seen that the results for air and styrofoam plates are consistent and nearly similar to the theoretical expectations. On the other hand, for paper, the data which is derived from the results are not really consistent and slightly different from the theoretical expectations due to the errors that I presented.